What's going on, everybody? I've had a few questions come up recently, and an overwhelming amount of them have been, what's your morning routine? Because it's something I talk about all the time. So, what I'm going to do is bring to you 5 videos because I typically have 5 things that I like to accomplish in the morning before doing anything else. So, when I think about the morning routine, what I think about is from the time your alarm goes off, or whether you wake up naturally, like me, your significant other kicks you in the middle of the night, they wake you up. What you do from that moment, from the time you're getting up and starting your day until you actually, quote unquote, start your day. And that's for most people, checking your email, getting ready for work, taking the dogs out, etc. So I have 5 things I like to do just about every day. And for me, what that really signifies is if I can accomplish all of those, first of all, they're wins stacking on top of each other. So you get win one, which often leads to win two, which then motivates me to do win three, four, five, etc. And when I've accomplished all of those, now I feel like whatever happens for the rest of the day, it's all good. My day has been successful. Of course, I like to do other things throughout the day. Maybe it's hit my workout, maybe it's track my food, maybe it's spend time with Roz, whatever that is. I'm gonna get to those, but to successfully win the morning really sets me on the right trajectory, and it's probably the most important thing that really sets me up for a solid day, really, and feeling like, hey, this is gonna be a great day. Like remember the guy in Jerry Maguire? Today's gonna be a great day. So I wake up in the morning. I don't really set an alarm these days, and most days I wake up between 6:30 and 7, and what was happening is I noticed I'd wake up and the first thing I do would be check my phone. And for most of us, that's very common. So, kind of little hack, side tip, I don't keep my phone in the bedroom. So, I keep my phone in the office, it's on charge overnight. But now, what I try to do for many things in my life is just eliminate that risk, right? We talk about willpower. Yeah, it takes willpower. There's a phone sitting here and there's a book sitting here. But why, willpower kind of diminishes over the course of the day. By the time evening rolls around, you're like, fuck it, Netflix, throw The Office on, grab a couple edibles, and throw down some peanut butter. But if I can eliminate some of those things, people like Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, these really influential, smart people have eliminated the need to make decisions over the course of the day. You often see, for example, Steve Jobs always wearing that black turtleneck. And he spoke about that in his book. He says, hey, it's one less decision I have to make today, and it's bandwidth, right? We want to eliminate those decisions. So get rid of the phone in the bedroom. If it's your alarm, go buy a $5 alarm on Amazon. We have an Alexa in the bedroom, or use something else. Non-negotiable for me, no phone in the bedroom. And what I do is, right next to my bed, my side table where this tripod is sitting, is I keep a book. Now I wake up, I grab this book first thing. This is my current read. I highly recommend it. Brene Brown's Daring Greatly. And full disclosure, I go take a poop. I go sit on the toilet, and Roz will be like, what are you doing in there? And she probably thinks I'm doing something perverted, which sometimes I am. But most of the time I'm sitting here just reading my book, and it's my quiet time. And I try to get 10 pages every day. You'll notice exactly when I open to it, I'm on page 90, an even number, because I always try to get 10 pages in the morning. Now, if I'm on a roll or the book is a little bit smaller, a little less dense, and I don't have to kind of digest as much, maybe I'll read a little more. If it's a little more thick, maybe I'll read a little less. But the first win for me every morning is the fact that I'm picking up a book. I'm trying to educate myself rather than checking the phone and mindlessly beginning that numbing scrolling through social media or checking email or Slack or whatever you do. Because the truth of the matter is, one, it's going to be there in a half hour to an hour. And I've learned this. It took me a long time to understand this lesson. It's never important. Here's the reality. Roz is here. She's pregnant. The 3 dogs are out there. Nothing else matters, right? Of course I have family. Of course I have other things that are important. And if something happened to them, whether I know right now or whether I know in an hour, it's probably not changing much. But checking your email, checking your texts can put you on your back foot. You kind of feel like you're leaning back to start the day, and you never regain you never regain that traction. So for me, that was a huge, huge learning curve. And it's something once in a while I'll still struggle with. But when I do this, when I get this book out, go take a poop, read my book for 10 pages every morning. I encourage you, first of all, if you haven't read this book, great book. But the book in the morning that I choose is always something educational. The other book I have right here is From Dude to Dad. So that's going to be my next book. Thanks, Sasha, for sending me that book when he found out we were pregnant. And then I always have my Kindle here, which has unlimited number of books on there. So this is going to be step one. If you don't already do this, I highly encourage you to do it. And I threw a couple things in there. Let me summarize. No phone in the bedroom. And if you have to, first of all, like I said, get an alarm. But if it's a must, I need my phone, don't check it. Maybe, do a quick swipe if you're really worried about an emergency happening, your kid's away, your significant other is away. But whatever you do after that, it's not scrolling, it's doing something educational, it's stacking that first win of reading on your day, and you're going to have a great day. I'm going to be back with tip number 2, or the second thing I like to do every day, tomorrow.